Coming up on Mountain News this morning, 4th of July celebrations took place all over the country, including an age-old tradition in Breathitt County. And officials are reminding you of swimming safety for this holiday weekend.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
And we've landed. It's Friday. Hi, Jim Freeman along in the doorstep of 5 o'clock on this Friday. It's time to talk weather. Let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning. Hi, Tim.
Good morning, Jim. It's the Jim and Tim show again. 72, some fog and haze across southern and eastern Kentucky early on this Friday morning. And check out the visibilities as they drop, making your way into the Cumberland Valley into northern Tennessee. Jacksboro visibility of 3 miles. We'll burn this off by about 8, 9 o'clock, getting some sunshine. But it's another sultry start to the day. We're all in the 70s with the update from Irvin at 71. The pinpoint Doppler radar active yesterday afternoon as promised. Yes, indeed, becomes active again during the middle and the second portion of your Friday. Heavy downpours, a likelihood. We experienced that yesterday. And yes, 1 or 2 of the cells could get on the stronger side. And as we deal with a couple of rounds of showers and storms, we'll eventually get up to a high of 87. The weekend forecast still looking A-OK. Those details coming up as we come through this 5 o'clock hour. Jim?
Very good, Tim. Thank you. 4th of July celebrations were on all across the country yesterday. WYMT's Caroline Mueller went to Breathitt County to check out the annual Pig Out in the park.
Friends, food, activities, and more. The annual Pig Out in the Park celebration had something for everyone.
It's a wonderful time every single year. It's always something different.
But there's one part of the day that always stays the same. The Greased Pig Contest. It's a fan favorite.
They'll line them up, they'll grease the pig, and then they'll just tell them to go, and then they'll go and try to catch the pig. And then whoever catches the pig gets to keep the pig.
Kenley Helton says it can get chaotic.
They have been very, very many fights over that in the last few years. I have seen it.
Adina Spencer says she's been coming since she was a kid, but this year she was a first-timer in the Greased Pig Contest.
The adults got to go. I got to feel like a kid again. Let me tell you, that pig is pretty greasy. That pig was all over that place. And I tell you, I would definitely do it again.
Some prefer to just watch.
I was like 8 or 9, I think, and it was crazy. I got knocked over so many times, and I was like, ever again.
There's much more to the day than the contest, though. Spencer and Hilton both say it's about coming together as a community.
You come here and you see people that you haven't seen in such a long time, and you get to catch up with everybody that you see. Everybody gets together, and the next thing you know, their littles is with your littles.
Whenever you get to celebrate 4th of July and stuff like that with your friends and family, it really means a lot. It's memories that you'll never forget.
And it's those memories that keep them coming back. In Breathitt County, Caroline Mueller, WYMT Mountain News.
Very good, Caroline. Thank you. Yesterday, Perry County also celebrated Independence Day. Main Street in downtown Hazard was packed with friends and family enjoying their 4th of July. The day started off with a fish fry. Mayor of Hazard, Happy Mavalini, says that more than 1,000 people come out for the event every year. Next came the first ever lawnmower race. Both riding mowers and push mowers were used. Scott Alexander, the Perry County Judge Executive, says he's grateful to be able to celebrate Independence Day and looks to the past.
You know, it feels great. I got up this morning and gave a prayer that, to live in America and have the freedoms that we have, and to think about our forefathers who paid the price, the ultimate price, that we will never understand. And to be able to stand here and just enjoy that is just amazing, and I always give thanks for that.
Other highlights include a hot dog eating contest. The winner ate 10 hot dogs. Kids were able to deck out their bikes in red, white, and blue for the bike parade. To cap off the night were 2 concerts. The fireworks in Hazard had been postponed. They're now scheduled for Saturday night. One popular way to celebrate the 4th of July in Kentucky is getting out on the water, but it's not without its risk. While there are some general rules everyone should be following to stay safe, some out on the water say they have rules for anyone who rides on their boat.
As soon as they get out of the car, my kids know they have to put their life jackets on, and they just know that we have to be water safe. With so many people out, we just try to have like 1 child per adult. We definitely try to 1v1 our children.
Holly Wilson says she makes sure her kids dress in brightly colored swimsuits and her children never go in the water alone. Although many folks throughout the region have been celebrating all week long, we do want to remind you of some of the local laws regarding fireworks for the weekend. Hazard Fire Chief Robert Keith says you need to be at least 18 years old or supervised by someone 18 years old or older to light fireworks. You should also stay at least 200 feet away from homes or buildings if you plan to shoot fireworks. Participants in the foot and wheelchair races at the 48th Annual Bluegrass 10,000 met at the starting line Thursday morning. Lucy Bryson was there. She talked with one man who called yesterday's race an accomplishment 40 years in the making.
For some, this is just a race. Some may be running their first, others their 10th, but few hold a candle to the legacy of David Hartsick.
Today I've been blessed to complete my 40th consecutive run of the Bluegrass 10,000.
It all started back in 1975 when he was injured in a life-altering car accident, leaving him a paraplegic. He came to Kentucky to pursue wheelchair basketball when a friend convinced him to race in 1984.
My first race, I actually modified my basketball chair. Racing wheelchairs wasn't a thing back in '84.
From that moment, he knew something bigger was to come of this.
You know, it starts with today. What you do today is going to make tomorrow a better day.
Months before his 40th race, he was diagnosed with a severe blood infection, hospitalizing him the entire month of April, putting race day in jeopardy.
Day in, day out, you know, training, weightlifting, and doing all that stuff to get my strength back. My main concern was just to finish the race.
But even fighting through a tough diagnosis, the thought of quitting didn't cross his mind.
You know, if I had to come down on stretchers, I wanted to finish the race.
And finish is exactly what he did. In his first competition, he wanted to finish the race in under an hour. Today, he shaved 25 minutes off that 40-year-old goal.
Hartsick came away with a first-place win in the hand cycle group yesterday, marking another sweet milestone, his 10th time winning his division. Hey, thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. When we come back, the hospital can be dreadful, but two young girls are working to cheer the place up for the tiniest of patients.
Look at that smile. In the meantime, the pinpoint Doppler radar, quiet right now, -1 cell we are actually tracking just to the west of Pulaski County. How active does the afternoon become this afternoon? We'll let you know. First Alert 7-day forecast coming up right after this.